All right, let's take a look at what the projected, what we got, final accumulation from the snow, from the sleet that we got yesterday. So here's what we'll look at, kind of a early look, a rough map of based off of your measurements. What you guys sent in is generally what we're thinking. Parts of extreme northwest Arkansas, Benton, Carroll, into Madison, a few parts of Washington reporting anywhere between 4 to 7 inches of that snow. Once you work into the Boston Mountains, parts of Washington, parts of Madison, into northern parts of Crawford, Johnson, and Franklin, you get around 3 to 5 inches of some of the snowfall reports. Then you quickly transition from all the snow that we had across northwest Arkansas to a freezing rain, a sleet mix that we had throughout most of the day across the river valley, especially in and along I-40. It wasn't until the evening hours that we got a good heavy band of snow to move in, and that led to some minor accumulation on top of that freezing rain and sleet that we had. So that snowfall accumulation right around 1 inch probably, sleet and snow, maybe closer towards 2 you can find in some areas, but overall much lower in the way of that accumulation. Well, south of that, Scott in LaFleur County, just a sleet and freezing rain mess yesterday. It's starting to see some roads start to improve ever so slightly. We look across the area there in Fort Smith, you can still see some roads trying to get really cleared up at this point now. They're outside Mercy. I'm seeing multiple lanes there. Springdale, though, you can see what can happen in some of these tricky spots. Still very slick out in some places. That's why RDOT's reporting multiple roads still snow covered. That accident that we've been reporting on all morning long has been going on for hours at this point, and they are still trying to clear it up. But you take a look there in Bentonville. This is just over the Jack Links area camera. I mean, you see a lane on each side there. So we are making improvements. It's coming very slowly, though, and mainly because of how cold it is outside. All that precip is frozen to the ground. Here's another look there just in Rogers. There's the hospital. There's Embassy out in the background there. You can see, I think we almost got 2 lanes open right here. This semi down here is coming down in a pretty clear, at least one open lane. So you know this area, at least this is making some improvements from where we were this morning. And we're not expecting much in the way of more accumulation. The problem is whatever is left on the roadways overnight tonight and into tomorrow, that is going to refreeze into another sheet of ice for tomorrow morning's commute. Currently, it feels like we're anywhere between -3 there in Huntsville, 3 in Fayetteville, 4 there in Van Buren, 2 in Salisaw, -3 in Springdale, -7 in Siloam, 6 in Alma, 9 there in Charleston. The reason why we're dealing with those wind chill values so frigid today, strong winds still pumping in that cold air from the north-northwest. That's going to be blowing off all that heat off your body and making it feel much worse outside. The one saving grace that we've had today, though, has been the sunshine. As long as we can keep that, I think that's helping out that snow melt ever so slightly. Again, now the issue will be of how cold it's going to be, and I think a lot of schools are going to take this in a factor for tomorrow morning. Maybe their roads starting to look better to their school from where their kiddos are usually coming in from, but tomorrow morning's temperatures are going to be absolutely frigid at the bus stop. Here's a look at 2 a.m. Let me show you later on in the morning, right around 7 a.m. Wind chill values in northwest Arkansas tomorrow morning, anywhere from -5 to -15. Across the river valley, we're talking about around 0 to -10 tomorrow morning. So again, no matter where you're waking up, frigid air continues to be the issue by tomorrow afternoon, similar to what we're at right now. That weather impact alert again continues through Thursday. Important to still drip those faucets, especially overnight, because we are dealing with below to freezing temperatures at least to the start of the weekend. We don't climb above that freezing point until we get maybe into Saturday afternoon. Dress in layers and make those travel plans. Continue to follow those RDOT updates, because again, I think we're close to at least 1 lane right now on the major highways. Side roads, though, going to take a little bit longer. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days. Good news is no more in the way of precip. Lots of sunshine actually over the next several days, but we're going to get a little bit warmer each day. By the weekend, we see some improvements, and early next week, look at that. We're back up into the mid to upper 60s and plenty of sunshine across the river valley. That weather impact alert continues through Thursday because it's going to be absolutely frigid outside, especially in the morning hours. Some sunshine, though, warmer temperatures by next week. We'll be back up close to 70.
I don't think